afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, and Pearl Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda. Off here to some action here on Pachino Stalemate in the north is Oziligath fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Here with the 1st Infantry Division supported by elements of the 82nd Airborne. In the south, this is the one and only Orangepest, most orange of pests, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Setting out here with the 26th Panzer Division here with a triple pioneer start, which he more or less, in a sense, pioneered. Allowing him to grab more territory in the early game, obviously. Came up with it basically in response to these typical USF Jeep openings, which can be tough to deal with, but you have triple pioneers, you can sort of outcap your opponent is the basic game plan. We got Mechanized here from Orangepest, which did receive several buffs, specifically the Starstorm Assault Package and the Vesper have both been buffed here. So triple pioneers, Orangepest setting out there for the fatherland, rapidly grabbing points here, pioneers up north kind of forgotten, maybe hiding away from the enemy. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patrons for the continued and generous support of the Propagandacast, and I'm going to keep making all these wonderful videos. Big thanks to everyone there for the continued support. And of course, a big hearty thanks to all those people who keep liking and commenting videos as well. That helps out immensely with getting out the video to as many people as possible. So we're off here. Pioneers pushing southwards. Lone Squad in the north. Meanwhile, we got here Oziligath with this Pathfinders. Rapidly advancing here. We got some Rive Squad following up here in the wake of the Pathfinders. Of course, going double Pathfinders allows Oziligath to both focus a bit more on sort of ceasing map control, but still having some troops that can fight fairly well, since the Pathfinders do perform reasonably well for a 4-man squad at that cost level. So, some aggressive tactics from both sides so far. MD4 following up here. Orangepest clearly not having the best of luck there with the new patch. Personally, performance-wise, he's been fairly good, so I don't know. Guess it's a bit different there. Pioneer there laying down some mines very early there for Orangepest. That was some 2-minute mines there. Definitely not something to expect to see. Pathfinder being drawn here. Pioneer pushing forwards. 1 Pathfinder squad versus 2 Pioneers. So it's not great here for Oziligath. In the center, machining gewehr covering the fuel point against any direct rushes there from Oziligath. Pathfinder's backing off. Here's the Pioneers on hot pursuit. Rapidly moving in there for the fatherland. MP40's at the ready. Grenadiers ready here. Up north, Pathfinder's pulling forwards here for Oziligath. Northern points, he's for the Rive Squad. We got the Pioneers at the ready, and we got the Grenadiers setting out here for Orangepest. Shots being fired. Pathfinders with the Pioneers here. Again, an attempt at mines, and again, Oziligath ruins it. Yeah, I read Mein Kampf. I know, you don't want to let Germans lay down mines. That's not what it means. Really? Yeah. Anyways, second MD4 here for Orangepest. Pathfinders with the Pioneer here. Securing the centre here steadily. Up north there, Pathfinders making great progress with Rive Squad support. Orangepest withdrawing here from the battlefield, at least in the north. MD4 took up the push for the fuel point in the south here. Pioneers closing on the Pathfinders, rushing into the old abandoned orphanage here. Rive Squad then gaining the Pioneers, forcing Orangepest south flank as well to withdraw here, leaving them just for the centre. Pioneers moving forward, so under vigilant gunnery of the MD42 here. Rive Squad moving forwards here for Oziligath, and we got the infantry support centre here. We got Rive Squad coming up here as well on the flanking machine, and they're coming against particular at that angle there, actually. Pretty good tech sense there from Orangepest. Machine going to the center, Pioneers withdrawing. Skirmish from the Grenadiers, machine repositioning still a bit again. Rive Squad being almost caught there. Coming further flank here. Orangepest really seeing through here. Oziligath like he's transparent and glass-like, but not far enough. His vision does not see behind him as the Rive Squad appears there, with a hand full of freedom, in this case the M1 Garand, flanking the M42 here. And as this happens, he's going to flank here. There we go. Orangepest position by the center is now collapsing. He's getting the fuel point though. No grenades from Oziligath though. But there you go. Machine there has to expose itself there. Rive Squad could also push up here. Interesting enough, he's not doing it. Rive Squad occupying the church here. Other one's going to move to the side here. Now suddenly Orangepest position by the center is becoming very perilous and unsustainable, forcing a full retreat here. Not before again he gets the fuel point there. Grenadiers close to being wiped out there. Meanwhile, up here, Pathfinder, I thought they're going up. No, they pop into the building here, denying it to the Germans and also threatening them there. Machine gun now surrounded on several sides here by Oziligath's men here, first in division, leading the way into the town centre of Pachino. MD4 to the being overwhelmed. Pioneers for the Flammenwerfer. Overwhelmed as well soon here. Yes, in this case, none of those mines going off. They're at least being built. Dust meaning an active push for flame first faster. Meanwhile, Bagger Base, Luftwaffe Company here. Orangepest and the 26th Panzer Division, 4th Panzer Grenadier Company, turning to the armoured reconnaissance and try and gain an edge here against the Americans. Captain out there for Oziligath. Motor pool off for Oziligath as well. There are no fast bars. Perhaps anticipating here an armoured car of his opponent. He goes for an armoured car himself, as Orangepest is known for going for the 2-1. Pathfinder's flanking about here, catching once more Orangepest Pioneers in a bit of a tough position. And we got the camping force with his Browning light machine gun. Map control so far here has rapidly turned in favour of Oziligath against Orangepest. 2-1 ready. Like to not Schützenpanzer, but Panzerspielwagen. Pioneers being forced to withdraw here. North side again, once more collapsing here. 26th Panzerdivision being forced to withdraw here as the 1st Infantry Division is making steady progress. Armoured car rushing through the river into the south. Gonna catch this Pathfinder by the southern fuel point. Machine gun here, Pioneer moving up. Route catching the Pioneers in retreat. Up north here, points being seized. Rapidly and ruthlessly almost got the Pioneers. Machine gun heading northwards. In the south, the armoured car pushes back the Pathfinders with their expert precision there. It's also to Oziligath here. Got the Pathfinders. Could go here for paratroopers. Of course, he might plan for other things here. We'll have to, of course, what exactly Oziligath's plan here is. But he's got 3 rival squads, 2 Pathfinders, and El Capitan. And can soon go here for Greyhound versus his Germanic opponent. Pioneers, they're catching rival squads, trying to launch another flank here. Mines by the main road. Clearly looking to cut off any German push here. But they got machines going to catch the engineers on the end, laying down the mines. The damage is going to be immense. It does finish the mine though, but it could cost the entire engineer squad there, to be honest. Rival squad are flanking, only to get flanked in return and forced to withdraw here. Everything around the centre is just shifting within a matter of moments here, as Orangepest comes in swinging hard. Back here, troop reinforcing, no healing yet. We do have the Greyhound, and we do have the mine going off in the Grenadiers. Apparently planning to lay down some barbed wire here. Interesting move there by Orangepest. Pioneers heading northwards, southern field with them captured up as well here. So Orangepest definitely has a bit of a lead to work with. No, we got wire here. Interesting. Gonna make it hard here for Oziligath to move straight on the field point. And for that matter, rush straight at the MG42. Back reinforcements there going on. Greyhound slowly getting ready here. 2-1 pushing northwards here for the fatherland. And of course with mechanized raid tactics and just start grabbing the point here using the 2-1. A strong motorized mechanized strategy here so far from Orangepest. Despite some initial upsets, they do some great play there by Oziligath. Orangepest has been able to swing the game around there. Greyhound out, adding the 50 cal. We'll have to see what happens next here for Oziligath. Will it be bars? Will it be more Greyhounds? Will it be Chaffies? I mean, he's probably at this point figuring there's going to be mechanized, so there might also be Achtrats, in which case having Chaffies could prove to be a strong choice here for Oziligath against Orangepest. Up north, engineers ground the point. Greyhound racing in there slowly and steadily. Adding that 50 cal. Engineers setting out there. No medics by the way here for Oziligath. Bit interesting. Smoke being deployed here, obviously forestalling any potential machine gun covering the road there. Thumbs up to Oziligath. Of course, the smoke doesn't cover against mines. The mines don't care if they can see you, they just need to, have you step on them. North here, Captain caught with the 2-1. Like to punch a Spielwagen striking here. The captain goes down. Captain Bob Roberts breathed his last. In the south, Pioneers been fought to get the armor car caught with the infantry here close to the base. Engaging the enemy machine gun crew here. Good shot from the 30mm gun and the 50 cal there. In the center, right and pouring forwards. Jaegers there, doing what they can. So, of course, bring in something a bit besides Grenadiers here. Orangepest turns to the Jaegers to assist the 26th Panzerdivision here in the fight against the United States 1st Infantry Division. Skirmishing here is fierce by the church as the fuel plant is being fed, but there you go, Orangepest machine gun here. Greyhound hanging back, clearly concerned about the possibility of more mines, I imagine here, certainly weighing heavily here upon Oziligath's mind. Grenadier suddenly transferred into the Jaegers. And there you go, Achtrad out for Orangepest as expected, gaining the Grenadiers here. Shots fired, mortar for Oziligath to counter the German machine Gewehren. And there you go, 2-1 upgraded with a 2.8cm Panzerbüchse. Great shots there, and the Greyhound could take it out here. Can he get around the corner? Yes, he narrowly escapes here. The 2-1-2.8. Close call there, though, for Oziligath. He's going to need anti-tank guns. He's going to need Chaffies to really hit back at this. Of course, with the fuel income as it currently stands, it's tough. I mean, there's also the option of paratroopers with bazookas. I don't know if he's going to go for that, but he could consider machine gun setting up a catch and rifle on retreat. Send them running all the way back to base. Up north here, Achtrad setting in there. Engineers here. Pioneers caught by the captain. Achtrad turn the corner menacingly here, going after El Capitan there. Back here reinforcing and finally healing here. As the medical station is up, we got grenades for Oziligath, looking to clearly snare up some of Orangepest's vehicles. And Orangepest here. Not a lot of infantry as of this moment. Ralph's coming up the center. Victory points wise, Orangepest is behind Oziligath in terms of victory points. Pathfinder's moving ahead. Engaging the Grenadiers. Mortar setting out. Greyhound there being fixed up, having suffered several very large holes. My god, what did you get hit with? An anti-tank weapon. Ooh, right. Bit of mortified in the Grenadiers, very good. 2-1-2.8 here. One of many field modifications the Germans would create throughout the war, using a variety of lighter vehicles to mount big guns on them. Fun fact. As the war went on, for example, it wouldn't be uncommon to see Pak-38 being mounted in a variety of, for example, trucks to create lighter tank destroyers that way. Pathfinder push back here. Pioneer holding up here. Engineers taking hits, but so is the ground again. Ooh, nice shot there, though, by the mortar on the 2-1-28. But there we go. Orangepest is ceaseless. He's relentless. He's going for that Greyhound. Trying to turn the corner here. And again, he escapes the 2-1-28. Close call there, though. Once more for Oziligath here in the face of this fearsome full-wheeled Predator. Outguard moving up for the center. Greyhound once more need repairs. No sign of anti-tank guns. No sign of bazookas. And there we go. That does appear to be an airdrop here from Oziligath. And we can in a few moments see it's going to be the anti-tank gun or will it be the paratroopers. It is the anti-tank gun. So there you go. Oziligath allowing a bit of air delivery there. Outguard heading northwards. Last caught there, caught by the Outguard out in the open. Could pop off a snare, of course, going to lack the means to finish it off further. There you go, sprinting ahead here as well. Good throw there. Doubt the engine. Now if you can catch up with it, that could leave Orangepest in a bit of sauce. But there you go, Greyhound there, caught by catching the 2-1-28. Of course, Orangepest know what's coming. He's rushing his troops. He wants to keep that Outguard alive. Knowing, of course, the longer it lives, the more pressure, both physically, psychologically, and economically, it applies here. So, but there you go. Run for the anti-tank gun, and it goes down. Smoke happened just half a second too late here. Close call there. Great kill. Mine goes off. 20 second damage. In the south here, we got the Jaegers moving forward here. Backed up in the infantry. Routing here. Oziligath's men. Pioneers pushed off. Mortar firing down here. In the north, Outguard there being repaired. Machine gun being hauled in. He was able to save the Outguard here, but at the cost of his 2-1-28. And would appears going straight here for the Panzer Company. He's also got here the spotting scopes. Well, obviously what happens next. Could be planning tech to try out either Starstorm and the newly buffed Vesper. We'll have to see. But there you go, Grand going in. Machine gun taking a nice hit from this 30mm gun there. Which was a gun they used in a lot of the lighter vehicles for reconnaissance purposes and whatnot. Of course, by the end of the war, they'd move on to bigger guns on their chaffies. And we got a Flak 30 here for Orangepest. Nice bit of punch there. The Flak 30 has to warm on, but would be increasingly less used for anti-aircraft purposes, just be used like a heavy machine gun. And we got a bunker here from Orangepest. Fancy that. Well, no here for Orangepest. Perhaps he's trying out stuff. Who knows? Meanwhile, Flak 30 there. 1/3 of the way done. Almost halfway. Orangepest of course, or Oziligath trying to knock out that bunker. Getting plenty. We got rifle grenades off here. Fired up riflemen. Greyhound being rushed by Grenadiers and Pioneers in the center here, firing back with vicious ease up north of riflemen, ground points, anti-tank guns. A bit exposed up there, honestly, for Oziligath. I feel like that has a few risks involved. Flak 30 out there, and of course, note he's got the officer quarters up here for the Luftwaffe Company, so this Flak 30 arrives immediately at Veterans 1. Thumbs up. Bunker there, heavily damaged. Concrete scarred. South here, we got flares off. We got the Outguard base here as well here. In the center, grenades off again. Pathfinders, though, missed the mark quite spectacularly. And back here, got reinforcements, healing, and of course, repairs soon to happen. Quite a hectic match here so far. Bunker being fixed up. Orangepest Pioneers, of course, hard at work. Welding it. Wait, how does this work? Don't ask. Just weld the concrete. Okay. Route Squad pushing off, is going to flank around here. Good spot there in the machine gun. If we can get past the initial arc of fire here. Route Squad with Grenadiers. Jaegers there. Engaging here from behind a hole there in the wall. We got the Flak 30 weapon center here for Orangepest bombarding the house here. 20mm flak shells there, just slamming through the walls, the windows, the doors. And that priceless painting of Grandmama. Up north here, Anton being swarmed by the Pioneers. Need troops up. They've got engineers to counter the Pioneers. Both of the minefields out, of course. Ralph's Court there being forced at the premises. If not for the flak gun, it's probably going to be the flamethrower. In the south here, Pathfinder's watching as the Arcot just seizes the point in the south, large and opposed. Greyhound rushing in northwards here. Really just fierce back and forth action between Orangepest and Oziligath so far. It's Oziligath here. Victory points wise though. Orangepest is trying to get ahead here for Oziligath here. The initial successes have somewhat dwindled here. The 2-1-28 and of course what with the Arcot here combo has given Oziligath a bit of a problem here. Smoke bombs being deployed there. Thumbs up. Against the machine in the south. Very good here. Pathfinder's being caught with the flak 30. In the south, the Art coming about. It could be hunted down with the Greyhound. There we go. Good shot. Is Oziligath going to go for it? Or will the Spectre of the Mines here that Orangepest may have laid down hang over him? Looks like that's what happens. That's kind of like one of those important things to demand about mines. Mines are great not just because they kill stuff. They create uncertainty within your opponent's mind. They create hesitation unless your opponent is really bad. Because again, you know, they're going to start like, you know, after a certain amount of time, again, unless they just don't care, second guessing. So they're going to start being more concerned. They're going to be less aggressive. They're going to not pursue you as aggressive as they can because that possibility they're going to hit a mine at the wrong time is really going to hang heavily on them. So these mines for Orangepest, you know, it kind of sounds like payoff in that sense. Like Oziligath is clearly not quite as confident in just pursuing him. After being fixed up, MD42 flak 30 there as the Ralph spawn in the building here. They probably need to vacate the premises though before the premises get a fresh coat of red from unknown sources. Bunker there, just bunkering about there. I'm guessing he had a plan there for the machine gun bunker, but those plans, at least for now, have been scrapped. We got Oziligath moving straight ahead for the tank depot. Bold. Meanwhile, back in Orangepest space, we got the Panzer Company. Panzer Company. Ready. Ralph's got it at the ready, at the center with their BARs. Machine gun bunker, well, bunker just standing about there. Shooting a bit at the concrete there. For good luck, I guess. Pioneer's been caught. They're trying to repair, and there you go. He does find the upgrade to machine gun bunker. We got Starstorm here for Orangepest. Could be planning those newly buffed Sturmgewehrs. Of course, we've seen how those perform. Mortar there, landing close to the Arcot. They're doing a bit of damage. And one entangling forwards here for Oziligath. Greyhound being fixed up. Sherman's going to be a bit a while away here. Bunker there, almost fixed up. Pathfinder from straight at it, not knowing that the machine gun could pop out at any moment. Yeah, no indicators there. And there you go. Flak 30. Obviously provides a much clear sign of danger that you don't want to be walking there. North, Captain pushed back at the Pioneers. We've got machines at Gleneasy. Orangepest is well entrenched up north here. And Oziligath is just kind of all over the place. They're trying to find any gap here versus opponent. There you go. Machine gun bunker up. Panzerschrecks on the Arcot. On the Arcot with the Greyhound. Machine gun bunker though is, there you go, upgraded, but almost close to collapsing there. Almost there, ready to crumble into fine dust. Pathfinder's the Arcot here. North here, Graham being further pushed back here as Orangepest Jägers keep up the pursuit. They keep up the hunt for Deutschland. In the center, machine gun busy. Up north here, Rascal being pushed back by the machine gun under Orangepest command. Bagger base, we've got troops reinforcing healing. Tank depot remains silent, and soon the Shermans will rise against Orangepest. Soon. Jaegers push back, and it looks like to be, what? Oh, those are not the Starstorm. We have the Starstorm out. Could have sworn that. Yeah, we go. Starstorm out. No sign of upgrade yet, at least. Machine gun here, corner bad spot, forced away. We got less than 200 points left now for Orangepest. Oh, also the gap. Orangepest has got over 200. In fact, he's got over 300 victory points. Machine gun push back here. First division hitting back hard here, but is it hard enough? It's the big question. We got the Starstorming about here again, advancing on the center for the fatherland. Arcot good to go, close to veteran 2.
We've lost the territory sector.
Around the center for the Ralph squad. North here pumping grab as the Grenadier. Can go for that Sherman any second now. He's also got quite a bit of manpower floating about here. There you go. He could go for some purge with the light machine guns. Up north here we got the Grenadier push back. And over to Orangepest. Das ist the Sturmgewehr. Wir in fact getting the upgrade here on the Starstruppen. Sturmgewehr 44. Hey, look at this! We're getting Sturmgewehrs. Ooh, Sturmgewehrs. That's a nice, very encouraging name, isn't it? Yeah. They perform. They definitely got a bit of a buff there. So we're going to see how exactly they perform. Got the power deploying smoke. He's shown right there for Orangepest as Orangepest starts to hit the Pathfinders. They gain some good hits there with the Sturmgewehr 44. It's a Wunderwaffe. Raft squad, they're being hit by the Starstorm as well. They're holding up with the BIRs there. Starstorm under fire. Sherm's around there. Go, he got put on them. Quickly dropping Otter there. That's set. Oh, grenades as well here. That's set. They're wrapping alone health here. Getting flanked. Veterans one opening up for the shock assault ability as well here. Raft squad, I think, needs to withdraw here before the Starstorm finish them off here. He's also got the officer's quarters out to further boost them. Sherman almost done here. Pathfinders now has faced off against the Starstruppen. Quick Raft grenade here. Quickly dodged. Orangepest continues to exert quite good unit control here. Rifleman pointing towards the south here. More to the base around the center. Get us moving. Sherman sending out here though for Oziligath, freedom and democracy and liberty. And it's worth noting currently, Orangepest has 0 anti-tank weapons, besides a single Panzerschreck. Maybe some mines, but he's got no anti-tank guns, he's got no Stugs, no Marders, no Panzer IVs, certainly no Panthers. Of course, he does have that bunker, which isn't an anti-tank weapon, but theoretically could draw the attention of the Sherman for a fair while. He and the send Rob squads the Grenadiers. Black 30, they're getting hit with airburst shells from Oziligath's mortar. And we got more stars to come out here for Orangepest. Looks like the 16th Panzer Division is finally ready to commit its elite infantry reserve here. Could of course go for another Starstruppen package here, could just not bother. Bunker goes down. Oziligath finally getting it. Small win there. Mortar fire there. Pushing out the Jaeger command squad. Or the Jaegers, not Jaeger command squad. There's a bit of a Coh3 kicking in there. Sherman half healthy. Captain advancing on the center. North point being seized. Machine gun positioning. Pathfinder's basically there as well. Out coming up. You got the captain on the fire from the Flak 30. Starstorm joining in. We do get more Sturmgewehrs on the way there for Orangepest. More Sturmgewehrs. The captain goes down in just a thunderous roar there. Firepower from the Starstorm, the Flak 30, and the Achtrad. Up north, the Pathfinder's ground the point there. Got theme 46 for 63 here. Oziligath needs to do something drastic here. There goes second Sturmgewehr upgrade.
A capture point is being lost.
Starstorm are clearly eager to show the Americans how these things work. Up north here, Pioneers run to the Pathfinders. In the center there, Raven versus the Starstruppen. Mortar firing down a good hit on the Starstorm. In the south, push forward as well here. It's also really just working out well for Oziligath. Orangepest is just so extended, and the Starstorm just can't be everywhere at once, and neither can the Achtrad here. And this, while this is certainly a bit of a risky strategy, it's now working out now that he has a tank, and this is again is where the lack of an anti-tank weapon besides the Panzerschreck is becoming a headache here for Orangepest. He might be going for a Panther 4, he could also be trying to desperate for a Panther, which is definitely risky, but then again, Orangepest is a risk taker if nothing else. Oziligath, of course, just pushing for more Shermans. He's just going to get as many tanks as he can going here. He could breach the building here with the Raft squad. Jaegers still quickly get out before they get breached. Achtrad engaging here. Sherman firing away in the South Engineers at the ready. 2 squads of minesweepers. Orangepest definitely has Oziligath concerned about mines now, that's for sure. I mean, obviously the minesweeper kit's also at the repairs, but I imagine the whole, lots of mine things down to weigh heavily on Oziligath's mind. In the south, the Raft squad point here. MD42, Achtrad again, ripping into the Raft squad. We got the Flak 30 versus the other Raft squad here, really hitting Oziligath here. Sherman, though, breaking through the walls, slamming in through the brick, and more to their machine gun in trouble. Jaegers moving up here. Starstorm on the move here, getting a full-on assault platoon here being assembled by Orangepest, ready to strike back the Americans, deploying the finest of German infantry. and equipment at the same time. Jaegers moving forward here. Second Sherman out there for Oziligath. Freedom. Liberty. Jaegers there. Pushback. Oh, come. By the sheer number of Shermans here. By the absolute tonnage of American democracy here that Oziligath is unleashing against him. Still on assignment to tank guns. I'm suspecting he might be trying to hold up desperately here for that Panther. Starstorm rolling through it. Got the anti-tank crew there. Ripped apart. No mercy. Shermans moving forward here. Getting hit here with buttoning fire from the Flak 30. Starstorm keeping the advance. Mortar crew caught in a bad spot. We got airbus shells. They're just not hitting. Flak 30's about to get cleared out. Starstorm there being hammered by the Shermans. Route Squad joining as well the fun here. Flak 30. White could be seized and turned against Orangepest. And there you go. The Starstorm, of course, no matter how cool they are not cool enough to take on a Sherman. Not cool enough. Machine gun push back here. So we've got 60 points left here. Oziligath seems to be stabilizing with Orangepest. He's turned the tide here through the power of steel. Will he try and get that Flak 30? Will destroy it? He's going to make up his mind soon. There you go. He's going to destroy it. He's going to deny it to the Germans, realizing he can't get his hands on it without suffering exorbitant manpower losses. And honestly, who can blame him? Almost got the Flak 30 here, but there he goes, making a run for it with the Grenadiers, and he does more or less grab it here, even merging it to make sure it is in good order. Thumbs up here. Almost got the Grenadiers caught. Sherman with a damaged engine. Other Sherman is around the center here. Jaegers clear up the pursuit. Almost got the Flak 30 again here. No support for the Sherman. Jaegers though hit a mine. They hit a mine. Sherman's moving in here. Oziligath striking in there. Panzerschreck misses. Could take out the Flak 30 now and finish the job for once. Starstorm though are moving forwards. Another tide of camouflaged death. He advancing the center. Jaegers getting pulverized. Flak 30 remains in dire straits, even as the Grenadiers, now turned Flak crews, are desperately trying to hold it to safety. But there you go. After the Starstorm claim the center of Pachino for Deutschland. In the south here, Route Squad flaming machine gun forcing away their poor Orangepest machine gun crew. Grenades, see it, smoke that is trying to save the anti-tank crew, but Orangepest doesn't give a toss. Here's Starstorm on the move, under fire from the Sherman. Up north, the route goes to the Pioneer. The Pioneer absolutely outgunned. He outgunned covering the center. Starstorm sent screaming across the battlefield there again. Once more, the lack of Panzerschrecks becomes a bit apparent. Sherman advancing through the center, engaging the Starstroppen. Jaegers moving forward to the Rakete and Panzerbüchse, engaging the Sherman there at a nice, relatively safe distance. Outgunned again from the north towards the south here. Oziligath is feeling the heat. He's down to 51 though versus Orangepest 270. And I imagine, he gets to this point clearly aware his opponent's gone for mechanized. So obviously what is weighing now as heavily in mind besides those stars from all the mines is the possibility of a Panther, a Panzerkampfwagen 5. And it has arrived here from the 1st Panther Battalion of the 26th Panzer Regiment of the 26th Panzer Division. The Panther has been mobilized, sent to the front line to throw disarray into the American Sherman tanks. In the southeast, Sherman engaging. Could go for white phosphorus in anticipation of a Panther. Could, of course, go for explosive rounds in anticipation of really hitting those German infantrymen, particularly the Starstorm. We got a 3rd Sherman here for Oziligath. No tank destroyers. Panther moving forward here, escorted by 2 squads of Starstroppen. That is quite the assembly here of steel and Deutschland. Sherman here engaged by the Panther, pushing forward here aggressively. Orangepest is fearless. Driven by the power of Kruppstahl. And there you go. Good grenade off here. High explosives. Perhaps by accident. He lost the White Frost. Going to help take down another Sherman in. The other Sherman could have flanked out further. Getting hit by the Jaegers. He does have the White Frost from that one, but it's not enough here. Not enough. Sherman down. Other Sherman up here, but it's not moving forward. So we've got units being evaporated here, but the stars from the 2 squads here with what looks to be shock assault are just melting here. Whatever Oziligath has in the center, that it, well, isn't German because he's playing as the Americans, Northie Atrat still at it versus Oziligath. We've got 46 versus 236. He's almost got all 3 victory points though. He's still got that bleed on Orangepest. He almost got the Panther too. If he could get rid of that Panther, that would be massive for Oziligath. That would really leave Orangepest in such a bad spot here. So there's technically still a chance here for Oziligath to turn this around. But it does require that he lights up this Panther now, and he just isn't doing that. Orangepest is basically covering his Panther's withdrawal with aggressive attacks across the rest of the front, forcing Oziligath to respond to this. So this is some pretty bold diversionary tactics, and it's clearly working out. So thumbs up to Orangepest. Jaeger's moving up here. Otis, Orangepest again, and Das Vaterland are out there getting hit with the two Shermans. Almost got it. Panchik getting off hit the Sherman. In the south, the MD4 moving up. Pathfinder's nearby. Further up north, Point being grabbed by the machine gun. Pioneer also at the ready. Starstorm on the move. Pathfinder's being met with them. Rifle grenade behind them. Starstorm keeping up the advance. Got 205 versus 46. Pathfinders, they're just getting crushed here by the Starstorm. They're definitely living up to the name now, and that upgrade definitely got buffed perhaps a bit too far, but then again, it's like, you know, tier 3 upgrade with a 420 manpower units, plus 50 missions in it like this, you know. Maybe it needs to be tuned down a bit, but I don't think by much if it turns out the case. Of course, this is still very, but there you go. Panther moving forward, they got the Sherman here. Orangepest is diving in hearty. This could be it. Oziligath is firmly trying to hold out, but his men are being ripped apart. His tanks are blowing into pieces. As Orangepest assault keeps up, the grenade off on the Panther, trying to desperately buy time for Shermans. Starstorm, they're just cutting down everything, and the final Sherman is done. There you go. GG. Game over here from Orangepest. Orangepest Oziligath. So there you go. Game over. Hell of a match here. Really nice back and forth action. Also, Orangepest definitely had some good moments. Oziligath's strategy definitely had, I think, a few kinks here and there, which allowed, I think, Orangepest to turn the game around. Now, though, of course, Orangepest is a really good player. A part of me thinks you're probably going for at least a champion more to at least apply more pressure versus both the 2-1 and the Arctop, going straight for the Sherman. Certainly had his risks. Maybe should have gone for Parrot with proper Bazooka farm. There's certainly several things that needs to be possibly considered here. I can't quite tell at this moment, but there's definitely some close ones. Even then, like, you know, later in the game, he almost again had Orangepest. Like, if he got that Panther, I think that could also been GG then, at which point the Starstorm would have, think, been fairly isolated, at which point he can turn the game around on that. But still, really good match here. Really good back and forth action between these two players. Excellent stuff here. So hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. Hope it gives you ideas. Maybe make you look at the Starstorm a bit differently. This is Imperial saying cheers and see you all tomorrow for another exciting and riveting episode. Bye everyone.